Hey everybody, I'm the Random Shit Chef, and you're not. That wasn't good. Today, we are actually going to delve into the realm of random shit. I went out in the Florida sunshine this morning and I did the artwork. And I don't feel like cooking, but we don't have any leftovers, really. All I have is leftover meat. So today we're going to use what I have left of the meat. It's some pork and some chicken. Got a hunk of onion. I've got a handful of green beans that I froze myself. For the sauce, I'm using cheddar cheese soup. I thought I had a jar of white pasta sauce. I remembered wrong. I'm using half a package, or about 2 cups of uncooked rotini noodles. I'm going to throw some Parmesan Romano in there to ramp the flavor up a little bit. And just in case my sauce and the contents are too thick, I've got some half and half dairy creamer type stuff. It's half and half, and that'll help thin out the sauce if I need to. So get ready, because we're going into some random shit here, folks. Oh, and by the way, we got a shelter puppy about 2 weeks ago. You haven't seen him yet, but he seems to get interested when I do the random shit chef stuff. So here he is. Hey, bud. What you doing? You gonna help me cook? You got a taste test for me? All right, let's cut some stuff up. I'm gonna cut the meat into long, kind of thin strips that I consider to be bite-sized. But I do have kind of a big mouth, but oh well. And seeing how I freeze these beans whole, I still need to cut the ends and the stems off of them. Okay, if I roast these or steam them, I'll usually leave them whole. But seeing I'm putting them in something sort of like a casserole, I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. And the onion, I'm going to leave in pretty fair-sized chunks. Alright, our meat's cut up, our onions and vegetables are cut up. Ah, still got a stem in there. And it's time to head for the range top. Alright, so we got the oil, my spray oil like I normally use. I'm going to turn this on high like I normally do, because I'm just an impatient kind of guy. And in goes all that nice burn from the grill meat. I'm not looking to cook the meat, I'm looking to transfer some of the goodies off of it into the pan so I can sear the veggies in it. And remember, this isn't a real recipe. This is something I'm making up as I go along. It's a random shit meal. Okay, the water's starting to boil. And I'm going to let that cook in that water until the water reduces, gets thicker, and almost disappears. And this is the pot I'll be cooking it in, so I'm going to put it right here where it's handy. I might even mix everything in there. Ooh, that smells good. And my water is almost gone. When I move the meat away from it, I can see it's bubbling like crazy and slowly shrinking as I stand here watching it. So this is almost ready. Okay, I'm not seeing much water in there. I think that's enough. So I'm just going to dump that right into the pot I'm going to cook everything in. And next comes the veggies. I need to break up the onions a little bit. Okay, it looks like there was enough left in the pan to start transferring over to the veggies a bit. See the little spots on them here and there? That's from the meat. That's the charred spots on the meat and maybe some of the marinade. And I see the onions are starting to brown nicely. I'm one of those people who's like you can't get enough onions. Alright, that's looking and smelling pretty good. And shut off the heat, and into the pan they go. Let's move over to the kitchen island. Just a steaming away, waiting for sauce. There's a lot of good looking stuff stuck in the bottom and there and coating the sides now too. I think I'm going to mix it up right in here. To make things easy, I'm going to do the sauce and then add the pasta and then decide whether or not I need to thin it out. So there goes the cheddar cheese soup, about a cup of the Parmesan and Romano grated cheese. They'll probably just about ensure that I'll have to put in some half and half to thin it out. Some basic salt, pepper, and garlic powder. The only time I follow a recipe is when I've never made it before and I need to follow the recipe. I'm going to put in some Italian seasoning too. Alright, let's start mixing this up. Oh, pasta. So I did 2 cups of uncooked pasta. And this is what it looks like after it's cooked. It's not a lot of pasta, but we're only 2 people. So, in with the pasta. And let's start stirring it up, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, we're going to need some half and half in there. Let's say that's about 1/3 of a cup or so. Smells cheesy. I'm going to put just a little bit more half and half. But we're really close. Let's try a taste. That's not bad. Got a hunk of paper towel. I'm going to wipe off the sides because I don't feel like cleaning all that stuff off after it gets baked down so bad. And so now I'm going to cook that uncovered at 350 for about 45 minutes. And there it is after about 35 minutes of baking. I took a quick look at it, and one thing that's happening is the top is starting to get a little bit tough and a little burned like. We like that around here. So right now it doesn't look like much. It may not look that delectable to some of you, but this is going to be good because I went out for a smoke break, exercised the dog a little bit, came back in, and boy, both of our noses were in the air. It smelled good. The Parmesan Romano smells like it really ramped it up. So that was a truly random shit meal. I think I'm going to call it garden rotini and cheese sauce with grilled meat and pan-seared vegetables. Almost sounds like something you get in a restaurant. And next week sometime we're going to be making manicotti. But I've only made manicotti twice, and it's a hybrid recipe that I put together after looking at one regular recipe where you boil the noodles and stuff them, and another recipe where you don't boil them. Hope you look forward to it. And see you next time on The Random Shit Chef.